Hey! So for this video, I thought I'd talk about my experience with OTA school and advice and all that fun stuff. So I started OTA school September of 2014, and this was after, I went to massage therapy school as well. I was doing that for a while, and I'm still doing that. And I had a hard time getting the program because of the wait list, as well as me having to retake all my classes so that I can prove them that I'm just as smart. And I wasn't a bad student, but it had to be better. There's that. So like I said, I started in September of 2014, and it was nerve-wracking. I was very excited to finally begin that and finally finish school for forever, because I feel like I was in school forever, on and off so many different things. So did that, and my classes, I was part of one of the hybrid courses that they offered at my school. They had a traditional program and a hybrid. So what that means is that you meet up once or twice a week, and a lot of the work is online. So you literally just meet up for the lab work, and all the book work is online, which is awesome because I was working 2-3 jobs at the time, and I can do all my homework and schoolwork, listen to my lectures, along with the PowerPoints at my own time, which was awesome. I loved it. It is not for everybody, but for me it was perfect. So there's that. And because I had the hybrid class, it was a lot smaller than traditional. The traditional, I think, was about 20 students, and mine had 10 altogether, which is really nice because small classrooms, I feel like, I don't know, it's just a better focus, and then you end up becoming closer, and it's just easier to work with. That's just my opinion, but everybody's different. But that was the good pro of that program as well. So the first semester, I remember being told a heads up from my OTR friends that it's the first semester and the last semester that are the easiest, and in the second and third are the hardest. And they were right. The first one was I would say it was pretty easy. However, it was also boring-ish, not in a mean way, but because it was very introductory, and it was a lot of intro to OT, and talked about insurances, ethics, the importance that we need to know. But it was just very basic that I ended up having a hard time that first semester because I had a hard time focusing. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because the information wasn't interesting to me at first. But it was just that. It was, like I said, a lot of ethical insurance stuff, the rules and regulations of practicing as an OT and OTA. But I also did take a mental health course as well, one of the mental health courses. So, a psychosocial course. Again, very introductory. It focused on groups, and it was just it was literally very introductory. So it was the easy way and kind of dip your feet in. So it wasn't too bad. But like I said, to me, it wasn't interesting. So when I say boring, I don't mean bad boring. It was not the interesting, crazy cool stuff yet. Second semester started to get a little more difficult. Another mental health course, kinesiology started. That was definitely tough. Definitely for everybody. For me, not so much because because I became a massage therapist. For me, it was a piece of cake, and I felt such a jerk because I understand everything, and everyone was just what do you mean? I don't get it. I'm having a hard time. I hate this class. I love this class. So everyone's F you, you suck. But in a way, it worked out because I was able to help everybody. Just little things hints and how to remember stuff, just to kind of help them understand it. There's that, and that was also when I took my first phys disc course, and I love phys disc. It was one of my favorites. So there was that. Third semester was definitely the worst. It was so hard, very overwhelming. That's when I actually quit one of my jobs. I was working as a rehab aide at a physical therapy clinic. That was my full-time main job. And I was waitressing as well as doing massage therapy part-time. So I ended up leaving my rehab aide job because, it was literally those 7 to 7 jobs, Monday through Friday. So I had to quit something so I can focus on school because I knew it was going to be harder. So again, it was another phys disc course, pediatric course started, and I think it was, having a brain fog. I don't know why I'm having such a brain fog. But basically, it was pretty hard. It was a lot of research papers, a lot of projects. It was crazy. So that was tough for a while. think it was like some kind of professional development course. I don't know why it's so sad. It's just like, it went crazy 2 years. I literally, like, my brain just got so fried I forgot like what my classes were. But yeah, it was really tough, really overwhelming. That was definitely the semester that, like, I cried the most, was like freaking out the most, was like, I can't do this, I quit, blah blah blah, I'm gonna fail, this sucks, I can't do it. But the best part was my fourth semester was full-time fieldwork. Yes, there was fieldwork since the beginning, but the first semester was literally, it was really like shadowing. So we shadowed like 6 different facilities, 6 different settings, for a few hours a week, with a partner. So that was like the easy one. Like, just kind of like see like what there is and what they do and what may interest you. Like, so when you can pick, because you're able to pick what settings or what facilities you want to go to for your level 2. So then the next semester was a community group home. So that was interesting, but it was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. So again, you're with a partner and you go to community group home it was 6 weeks for a few hours again. And we literally just ran groups with them. It was super fun. We did a lot of crafts, we did some cooking. It was fun. And then their semester was another level 1. That was kind of like my legit kind of similar to the first one, where you actually like do stuff, but you're still level 1, so you're not really like full on like doing everything by yourself. So that's when I went to Butler Hospital in Providence. I was there for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 full days for 3 weeks. So it was a lot of shadowing. I felt, and then I did a little bit as well with the groups. I was part of the outpatient day program. So it was literally like a school day. And like I said, did all the groups. I got to participate a little bit in the groups, help out. And I was also able to go with the other students. There was level 2 students there as well. That I was able to kind of hang out with and kind of see what they do for their groups, just like get an idea of the different wards in the hospital, because there was a dementia unit, then there was the other inpatient unit, with like the substance abuse and everything. So I was very, very happy to see everything. It was really cool. And I also took a tour of the hospital, which was awesome. Like the history of it was the coolest thing ever. Like, I was so amazed. So it was that. Then again, like I said, the fourth semester was level 2 full-time fieldwork. So straight up just working for 4 months for free, full-time. So that was tough, but I managed to make it work. I still worked my regular schedule, so after fieldwork and weekends. I had no life. I literally was working 7 days a week between fieldwork and regular work, because I gotta make money, I gotta pay rent, I gotta pay my bills, and I had a wedding to pay for. So gotta do what you gotta do. But my first rotation was at a SNF, and I loved it. Definitely loved it. I was nervous at first, especially because it was my first rotation. Now, like, you're finally, like, getting thrown in, the lines done, and doing everything. Like, it was crazy, but I definitely learned so much, and I was so thankful to do that first, because I felt it prepared me better for my second rotation, which was home health, which I loved as well. But I feel like compared to the SNF, home health was, like, the calm after the storm. Like, I wasn't as exhausted. I didn't, like, physically do a lot, because like you're going from house to house, and I felt like it was more like a lot of education and home exercises, things like that, and just kind of like reviewing like a lot of safety measures, safety precautions, how to do things safely around your own home. So compared to the SNF, definitely like low down, like chill out zone. But both I learned so much. Like they're like similar, but they're both so different at the same time, that I was so glad I got to do both. And I loved both my educators. They were awesome, taught me so much advice wise and professionally wise. They're just the best. So that was my OTA school story. So as far as advice, I would definitely say don't work 3 jobs like I did, because that was a pretty crazy idea of me. If you have to, you have to, but really try to do your best and really focus on school. Like, please take advantage of lectures, videos, sources that your professors may give you as extra, like, helpful points or anything. Like, because those really do help. Even if it's, like, YouTube videos. We used to get YouTube videos all the time with, like, just little blips and, like, diagnosis and certain treatments and stuff like that. They're really helpful. What else? I always print all my PowerPoints, just because I always liked having paper on me. I was always the type, I need that physical thing with me so I can flip through and I can write on. Like, if I'm just looking at a screen, I'm gonna like shoot myself. Like, it's terrible and it's not working. Not gonna work. So that's that. And definitely use your classmates as like your backbone, your support system as well. Even if you have like support at home that's supporting you through school, your classmates are the one that are going through this journey with you. So you want to, kind of have each other's backs and help each other out. We had group texts going on till like after midnight, either venting or just asking each other questions like, what are we doing? What are you supposed to do? I'm so confused, blah, blah, I'm freaking out. Like, that's literally what it was all the time. And you gotta do what you gotta do. But definitely like use each other as your backbone, as your friend that's there. Like, you guys become a family actually, so you really need each other to support each other. So definitely use each other for help, because you're gonna need each other. What else? Coffee is your best friend. Wine is your best friend. I definitely had my increased intake of caffeine and wine during my OTA program. I'm not gonna lie. What else? Keep all of your books through your whole journey of OTA school. Like, yeah, each semester you maybe want to like sell your books and stuff. Definitely keep them until after you take your boards, at least after you passed your boards, because you still want that reference, that information before you give it up. If you want to keep them, go for it. I sold all my books on Amazon already. The only ones I kept were it was like a little blue book, like your quick reference books, like those. I have 2 different quick reference books. I kept those just because they're like straight to the point, and like just like the key things that I need to know. Everything else I sold just because I personally chose to. I just didn't feel like I needed to keep them when I had my quick reference, and I used that a lot. Even like through school, I used it a lot. What else? So, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Seriously, don't be afraid to ask questions to your professors. Even if it's like 2 a.m, send them an email. They'll get back to you. I promise. Like, don't feel bad. Don't feel embarrassed. Seriously, they're not going to get annoyed with you. They're not going to get mad at you. They want you to know the right answer. So ask the questions. Seriously, ask the questions. Don't be afraid. What else did I do? Did I recommend? I think that pretty much sums it up. Even like I said, like even like YouTube videos, like a lot of references, like a really big help to get you through studying. Really like time management. That's one thing. Oh, that's another thing. Like, you really learn the importance of time management. That's like, it's in the OTPF, time management, social skills, all that fun stuff. Leisure, like all that's important. So like, make sure you make your free time for yourself so you don't go crazy. Spend that one day a week or those few hours a week and just hang out with your friends and like have fun. Like, if you do that, you're gonna go crazy. Like, if you don't do it, you're gonna go crazy. So please make sure you make time for leisure. Use your time management skills and really manage your time wise as far as your studying and your homework time, like in between like your other life things that you need to take care of. Really work on that. That's important. I'm not sure what else to talk about, but either way, and also don't give up. Seriously, don't give up. You're gonna have those moments you cry, you freak out, you're pissed, you can't do this anymore, you quit. Don't do it, because you know what? You're almost done. It's gonna be worth it. Because once you graduate, you get your degree, and they go for your boards, which is another story. But once it's over, you're good. You're free. And those 2 years are going to fly by. I'm telling you, I promise you. They're going to fly by so fast, and you're going to be left with like these amazing colleagues. Now they'll be called your colleagues, forever friends, your family. Most of them are going to be able to make my wedding. The other few that can't, I'm sad they can't make it. But I invited my class to my wedding because we became that close. Like, that's just how it is. And you'll make it. Don't freak out. Breathe. Relax. You'll get through it. Don't panic. Study. Do the work you're supposed to. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Count on each other for support. Talk to each other. Definitely talk to each other. Not much else I can say. Just, it'll be okay. You're gonna do it. It'll be worth it. Promise.